Okay, start recording. The recording is on now. So what I'm gonna do is every session I'm gonna record and then we'll walk whatever we're doing. I'm gonna put it on YouTube channel and then you could view it. Okay, but that's a secondary option. But I'll give you every small notes and everything for you to be able to use in this class here. Okay, so what I'll do is normally I split the screen here and then I will have everything documented in a Word document here. Okay, so give me one moment here. All right, so everybody in here so far they're comfortable with the schedule, right? One day a week, we're gonna be 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central. Okay, so I'm not gonna go through 3 hours, but that's just a time window. Okay, is that would that work for you, Usman?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so let me bring up our document here.
And if you don't mind, there is another signing that was Suleiman, right? It's me.
Oh, that's
So
just you,
yes, that's me.
Suleiman and Usman. Just the same person?
Yeah, that's the same person. That's my first
What?
and last name.
All right. I was wondering why there's two different numbers, two different area code numbers too. I'm not worried about
Oh,
that.
really?
Or is it the same number?
It's the same number.
All right.
Yes. Then I was logging in on my phone before I got to my desktop, and then me transferring it to my moving on from my desktop to my phone before the meeting starts. I have to log in through there. I end up putting my last name instead of my first name.
All right. So this is gonna be a document here, okay? Everything we're gonna do from start to the end of the class is gonna be here. And I will make this available online so that you don't have to worry about it too much. So today is June 4, 2022. I normally do this here. All right, everybody else is with me, right? Sufyan, Aisha, and who else is in here? We have Sufyan, Aisha, Ranjan, okay, Usman. All right. Last week we have at least 8 people here. Today, I don't know what happened, so I'm not worried about that. All right. So what are we gonna do is, so everybody is logged in here, right? So first thing you're gonna do is when you log in, just clear the screen. Type clear, CLEAR, and so before that, what I'll do is just say, hey, let me switch as Zafar here. So duplicate session. All right. So what is gonna happen is, real quick, okay, give me 1 second here. Okay. So very first thing you would do is clear. When you type clear, CLEAR, it simply clears the screen for you. Okay. So, and what you have is, if you hit enter several times without typing anything, it will go into the uh, enter mode. Okay, hitting enter will accept the command and take you to the next line. But right now, what is happening is, it's just happening. Nothing is happening because we're not doing anything. But now the next command we're going to type is clear and hit enter. So what it does is, it clears the screen. Okay? Everybody with me so far? All right, good.
Yes.
All right, so clears the screen. Now on your screen, type PWD. PWD and hit enter. So what PWD means, whenever you log in, what will happen is, it will go in whenever you log in inside the operating system. Whenever you log into the operating system, what it does is, it allows you to uh, it lets you in, but at the same time, it lets you in a place. So what is that place? For me, that place is home./home./Zafar, and this is considered my home directory. This is considered my home directory. So everybody, when you do PWD and hit enter, it should show your own /home/ your own name or your login ID. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. So that's what it's called. This is your home directory. But right now, the way you see this is, um, give me 1 second here. Yeah, my screen is kind of frozen here. So PWD is called present working directory. Okay, and that's wherever you logged in, that's your home directory. But at the same time, right now your when you type PWD, the directory you are in, it's called uh, present working directory, and this is your landing directory. /home/Zafar is your landing directory. So let me over here, let me make another comment here, home directory. Okay. Present working directory or print working directory. All right, give me one moment here. My screen keep locking up. Can you see my screen clearly?
Yes.
WebEx. Okay, so let me just clear this up a bit. All right, first. All right, so what will happen is when you type pwd, it will tell you what is the directory you are in. Okay, and the home directory, this is your landing directory. And this is the example. Okay, this is your landing directory where you land in. And all right, so this will be clear in a moment here when we'll start using this even more. Okay, so now there is a concept of input and output. Okay, so let me explain you what input is. Okay, so let me clear this. Okay, by the way, whatever we are doing here, CLI. Okay, so the window you are in, whatever you're doing here, right? This is called CLI. CLI. What is CLI? CLI stands for command line interface. Okay, so in Linux this is considered a command line interface. All you're doing is you're just typing in commands and Linux will take the commands from you. All right, so before that, let me go ahead and put in. In fact, I'll put it in here above. CLI stands for command line interface. The the operating system accepts text-based commands. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the screenshot of this. what WebEx is doing is they just keep updating their stuff here, and it's causing some problem. All right, I'm not worried about that as much, and so all right, so let me. Everybody with me so far, right? Is it getting boring? It's gonna be very interesting coming in a few within few minutes. It will get even interesting here. I'm just taking you guys very slowly so that you follow through the small steps, and then as we progress, I'm not even if as we progress, I'm not gonna go fast at all. I'm gonna just go to the pace that you guys would be up with me. All right. So now what I'm gonna do is I need to get a new computer here. I don't know why it's locking up here. All right. All right. I'll put the screen in a bit here. So let's move on. So the next thing I want to do is everybody still with me, right? You could hear me clearly? Hello? You guys could hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. All right. So for some reason, my computer is like I think WebEx keep getting updated and it's causing some problem here. So I'll replace the computer today. Okay, so now let's get to the concept of input. So whatever you're doing input, that means a command. If you're typing a command, something like clear or pwd, what is it's doing is it's taking the input from you, and this command is called input. Okay, even when you hit enter blankly, it is considered an input. And output is when you type pwd, the result of input is output. Okay, so what you have here is this is considered input for system, a command input. And the result is output. Simple as that. Nothing complex. Okay. All right, let me save this here. Okay, good. Okay. So the next command we're going to learn is I'm going to do clear and so everybody type a command ls. So when you type ls and hit enter, what do you see there? Just type ls and hit enter. Do you guys have any output?
No output.
Very good. Okay. So I didn't expect anybody to have anything there because when you type ls command, you are asking the system to show the list of files in that folder. But before that, let's see, run this command here. Touch, touch, and give it a name, file1, and hit enter. Okay, you're not going to see any output and you didn't see any error either. But if you do ls, now you should have a file name file1.
Yes, I have a quick question.
Yes, sir.
Is there any way I can make my font bigger?
Yeah. So do this here on the top here, right click here and go into settings, change settings.
Okay.
All right. And then click on appearance
Yes. Uh-huh.
and then click change. And I have, it is, what is it set to? 12, right?
Yes, regular and the
Yeah.
size is 10.
Yeah, change it to 22. Just select 22 and click OK. And do you want to change the color or are you okay with white fonts?
Yeah, I'm okay with the color. Okay.
All right. Did it increase the fonts?
Yes.
All right, good. Okay, anyway. So now what will happen is we did touch file1 and ls will show you the list of file you have in the system. And for now, I'm sorry, not in the system. In your, whatever the directory you are working in, it will bring up the list of files and folders in it. You have a question? Hello? Anybody has a question? All right, no questions. So in this directory, when you do ls, we have a only single file sitting in there. Okay, now what we're gonna do is ls hyphen l and hit enter. Now what you have here is you have a lot more information here. So you do ls hyphen l and it says when you add hyphen l is considered a switch and provide long list information. So what is the long list information here? Let me annotate. So over here it gave us the list, but we didn't have a lot of information here. When we did ls hyphen l, it is means long list. ls hyphen l means show me the long list, which so it's gonna grab the long list of which file. This is the same file, file 1. This is the file we created earlier here. And what is it showing here is showing you the timestamp, the date, the name of the owner, the owner's group, and this is the permissions here. We have a separate topic for permissions. For now, don't worry about it. It's just the visual for now is this is permissions. Owner and group owner. And this is the date stamp. Date. All right, so let me save this.
Hello, I have a question.
Yeah.
So last week when we downloaded Shelly on the phone, I was just playing around with it and then I typed in my name slash slash home slash my name and then I just try to make a new file. I typed in ice cream like just playing around with it and then when I entered it like nothing came up, but right now when I type in ls it says file one and then it says ice cream.
Well, very good, very good. So you just didn't
So
know the what command was to use to see the file you created. Now you know.
yeah, but this was last week, so it's showing right now when I type in ls it says ice cream.
What is the date stamp?
One is June 4th and then June 2nd.
So that's when you probably created that file ice cream. Is that right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think so, June 2nd.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Is there a way to delete it or that doesn't
no,
matter right
yeah,
now?
we coming there. We coming there. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Sure. Man, I'm tired of this. My computer is locking up. I'll promise you next time all these things won't happen. All right, so let me go ahead and put that in here. All right, let's take a 20-minute break here. Let's take a good 20-minute break, and then we'll come back in 20 minutes, and then we'll continue on. In the meantime, let me see what I could do with this WebEx here. All right, so the break starts now. Everybody be back by 11:35 Central. Okay? All right, break starts now. Okay, I'm back here. So let me continue. All right. So the next thing we're gonna do is let's see how you could create a multiple files here. Type clear here and hit enter. So what I'm gonna do is touch. I'm gonna do file 2, file 3, file 4, file 5, and then you guys following me, right? Can you, one of you confirm you could hear me?
Yes, I
Yes,
can.
we follow.
Okay, good. And then what I'll do is I'll hit enter. Okay. And then what I'll do is I do ls-l and I'll hit enter. So what happens here is it created multiple files. All right. So let me know you're caught up with me. Then I'll continue next. Does it make sense? Now, what you're doing here is you're seeing a lot more information here. Earlier, we saw information regarding only one file. Right. Now, what we're doing here is since we have more than one file here, is bringing up information regarding all the other files.
I think Usman has his hand up.
I'm sorry?
Usman's raising his hand.
Oh, you have a question, Usman? Hello?
Maybe he put it on accident.
Yeah, okay. All right, I'm not worried about that. So, so you got the concept here. This is read write, and you have information regarding the owner, group owner, and date concept here. Now it's showing you a lot more information here for the all the files you have in the system. I'm sorry, not in the system. All the files. Where is this information? It's showing you. When you do PWD, it's telling you these are the files which are sitting in this directory, this folder. Directory and folder, I'm going to use the term directory and folder interchangingly, and this is what the information you should get. Okay, now let's create some more files here. Do touch do doc1, doc2, doc3, doc4, and hit enter. Okay, now what do you see here when you do ls-l? Now you have a lot more information here. It's showing everything, no matter if it's what name it's starting with, is giving you that information here. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is, what if you say, oh, okay, I want to see anything that is starting with D as in dog, because you're not interested in the files which are starting with F. You're interested only the files we are starting with D. So what you're gonna do is, you're gonna add a filter here. So how you gonna do the filter? You do ls. Let me clear the screen. You do ls-l. Now what you're gonna do is, you do ls-l and you do D and asterisk and hit enter. So what happened here? When we added D and asterisk, it restricted the output that is starting only with D. So it doesn't care what you have in the front. You have D, that's fine. And then you have starting with asterisk here, right? So what it's doing here is ls-l D asterisk. That means is the system is going to go all the list here and bring up all the files that is starting with D. It's not looking for DOC, it's looking for anything that is starting with D. So let me go ahead and copy this here and put it in here. So what we did is filtering ls command using option. So we used D colon, D and asterisk. So what will happen is anything that starts with D. So let's see here. I'm gonna create touch, and the file I'm gonna say doctor1, and I'm gonna say Dallas 1, and I'm gonna say DC1, and then I'm gonna hit enter. ls-l. So if I run this command, ls-l D and an asterisk, what will happen here? You'll see, no matter what is the second letter in here, it's just looking for the first letter here. Similarly, if you want to restrict even further, and what you're going to do is you add like two items there, two letters there, ls-l and da. So what now system is doing is it's looking for first two items, which is matching this criteria, and it doesn't care what are the rest of the letters here. Oh, first two are matching, so it will bring up Dallas. Now what would be the option if I want to see only things that starting with doc? What would I do? Give me the command, Usman. ls-l, and what do I do? Sufyan, what do I do?
Sorry, what was the question again?
I want to see only the files starting with DOC. So what do I put here?
So you do DO asterisk symbol.
Okay. DO and asterisk. So it even brought up anything that has DO in front of it. Very good.
Do the DA asterisk symbol, only the Dallas one will come.
Yeah. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is we are doing an asterisk at the end of the search here, right? What if you want to, if you don't know the start of the file, but if you know the end of the file? So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna clear this, and what I'm gonna do is ls-l. This time around I'm gonna put asterisk first, and then I'm gonna put number 2 here. So what it's gonna do is gonna bring up any files that is ending with 2. So in this scenario, if you do a regular ls-l, you see only this file 1 is matching, which is ending with number 2, and I'm sorry, doc 2 is matching, and then file 2 is matching. Okay, did you get a concept here? What is actually happening here is it will bringing up the list of only files that it need when we filter it out. All right, so let me clear the screen. So on your screen, if you want to bring up the last command you typed, very last command you type, all you have to do is scroll up using the keyboard. On your keyboard you have 4 keys, right? Up, down, sideways. So this is the
Yes.
keyboard, and you have these keys 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you do up keyboard, it will bring up the last command you type, and if you continue hitting that, it is scrolling back and forth. Okay, up arrow key and down arrow key. Okay, if you scroll up and down, it will, and if you do down, it will come back to, if you keep going up, 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 you could go all the way up, and then if you go all the way down, it will go dead here. But if you want to see everything you have typed, what you have to do is type history, history, and hit enter. Okay, so every command you type, it has a number associated with it. Okay, so when you type history and enter, do you guys see the previously typed commands in there?
Yeah.
Okay, so now there is a nice way to see what you have been doing. History command. Now you say if you want to run, because here you're gonna have to be a little bit careful here, so you just have to use a judgment what you want to do. So if you want to run a command from the history, for example ls-l here, what you're gonna do is first on the keyboard type exclamation and then the number associated with it. So if I type 126, what will happen? What what command is gonna run associated with that 1026? What is
It's
the
gonna
command?
list all the it's gonna list all the files that start with a D.
Okay, very good. So it's gonna run this exact command here, and I'll hit enter. There you go. And it even tells you which command it ran. To run a command from history, uh, do type exclamation followed by the number from history. Okay, that should be good enough. So this is what you're doing. You're typing exclamation and the number associated with it. And now I'm gonna clear the screen now. So the next command we're gonna learn is who. When you type who and hit enter, you will see who is logged in there. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second here. I'll be right back. Hi, Chari.
Hi, Jafar. How are you?
Yeah, doing good. What is going on, man?
Everything going well. FTP with password is also working fine.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Very good, very good. Mudasir is doing good then on all these things. Yeah, I didn't even looked into it.
Because he is the operational kind of, the lead for the entire operational,
Oh, okay.
to take care.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he is the one who has to take care of the, because you are not full-time at center right now.
yeah,
So that's the problem. Until and unless, someone has to take care of it until you join the full-time.
yeah,
So we are good on that. But one small request, Jafar.
yeah.
So we have dev.services.cloud.com. We
Mm-hmm.
have only one server now.
Yeah,
See, production we changed it to a B2B, right? And after that we changed the equity to B.
yeah.
I remember. So
Mm-hmm.
similarly, seems like maybe we need to do it for dev also.
Okay, okay.
Because last week what happened, it gone again out of memory, and the server was not responding last week.
Mm.
Then I uninstalled a few applications, two, three applications, because there is only single server, right, Jaffer? So we deployed almost all 9 applications on it. So it looks like it become overburden on the server as it is a single server.
So what do you want to do then?
I mean, we have to create one more server, same like UAT.
We already created one image out of the one we was going down, right? So we could use that image to do it. Yeah. Okay.
No, this is their one, right? They should have, recently I've taken image of dev also.
Oh, okay. So what do you want me to spin up using the same image?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you can, I mean, not immediately, at least over the weekend, we can
Yeah.
finish it, that will be great.
Yeah, give me just send me privately here what you need, and I'll take care of it in few hours.
Sure, I'll give you the instance name.
Yeah, instance name and what do you want to name it, and I will take care of it.
Yeah, sure, sure. Okay.
So yeah.
What else? I mean,
No, I'm just
are you at home or?
yeah, I'm at home. I'm teaching the class. I'm in a class right now.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, it should be done in
Understood.
another half hour, and then from there we'll go.
Okay,
Okay.
sure, Jeffrey.
All right.
Sorry to disturb you. Bye.
Yeah. So hire me soon, because I want to get into this full time.
No, no, we we are also
I
we are
know, I
also
know.
waiting for you, Jafar.
Yeah, I know.
As I told you, right, it's all about, once we get a couple of customers, another three, four customers, then we'll be really
And we
good
are.
to
We
start.
already have customers. That's a big deal in itself. We have a paying customer. That's what I should say.
Paying, yeah, yeah. I mean, see, we have very strong four customers now, and out of four, three already in production.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
And we looked at what is the total number of partners we integrated so far. It is around 16 partners.
Yeah. So now that we have the base here, all we need to do is just replicate it, bring in customers. That's all we need.
Yeah, answer is aggressive. I mean, we are looking in two directions. One is just to sit up as a one product. On the other side of it, Droidco is doing good in SAP.
Yeah.
So there are two deals, very big deals are almost all about to close those doors, but we are still waiting for it. Two SAP deals,
Yeah.
which will put us in financially very strong.
Yeah. That'd be really nice.
So yeah, so Droidco, more than a staffing now, it is doing its job. It's paying back to Answer now. So after 10 years, with the Syntab, the situation right now, Jafar, if you go to a customer, you can ask them, do you want any staffing? We are okay. Do you want any managed service person or API developer? We are ready. Do you want EDA solution? Our Syntab is ready. And do you want any sales campaign marketing? So we created another company called, for sales, separate company we created already.
Good, good.
Okay.
He's
And
becoming a
we
Elon
are
Musk.
doing it. Ah,
Elon Musk. He's becoming a.
he is going to be, I mean, he is our role model. So simply growth, is our sales unit. We separated completely. It's independent business unit, and it will do all the campaigns. Let's say if you have a product, if you are looking for a campaign, like inbound, outbound calls, still our service is ready.
Okay,
You
okay,
have to just pay monthly subscription, and then we'll take care of it.
okay.
We become like A to Z. Do you have any legacy systems you wanted to migrate?
We are not just providing bodies. We're not providing bodies. We are like a service provider. We're doing a lot of services now.
Right. That's what we are doing now. So not only one, you rather, we're asking you what you want, tell me, we'll just take care of it.
Yeah. Soon we'll be doing taking over the customers AWS integration and all that. We'll do that. I mean, I'm gonna get up to speed on GPC too, Google and Azure, and then we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, that's another thing, I wanted to ask you very soon because now a few customers they're looking for GCP also. I mean they're asking already. So we said once you sign, we are already telling them, we're in all three clouds, Azure, AWS, and then GCP. We are asking the customer whichever cloud, which is approved by your organization, just will deploy.
Yeah. Okay. All right, man. Just let me know what you need, and then I'll take care of it from there.
Definitely, definitely. Thank you so much, Jafar. Thank you.
All right. Take some rest, man. You're like working nonstop.
Today also, I spent almost 11 hours today.
Mm. Okay.
Only few more months, Jafar, until I reach, Texas Frisco. So I have to create, leaders under me who can run the show in India.
Yeah. But make sure you already prepare somebody to have it because it's gonna take at least a year for somebody to take over your shoes.
To already started, 4 months back itself.
Yeah.
Two strong players already on the floor today. I mean, they joined as a full time with us, and that's where we're training. And one strong Naveen is a
Is
full time.
anybody able to
He
hear?
has 11 years of experience in HR and all other activities, and I'm converting him into a
Yeah, I heard
leader to
you.
take care of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
show.
Okay.
Sorry, I got a call here, so I will continue in a minute here. Okay, hold
Oh,
on.
okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Oh, Jafar, sorry if you are in the class,
No. We almost, yeah. Okay, good. So what we'll do is, yeah, give me the information and then we'll take care of it from there.
Okay. Sure, Zafar. Okay.
Okay, all right, bye.
Thank you. I'll call you again. Yeah.
Bye. Okay, sorry about that. I was on the call. So now we went ahead so far, right? So what we're gonna do next is we run the command who. When you type who, and you are seeing who's logged in. So right now, 3 people are logged in, and what it shows you is the time they logged in and the IP address, of the server they logged in from. So this is the good information. Who is the command? And you guys are following with typing the command as I go, right? Everybody?
Yes.
Shows the list of users connected to the system. Also shows the IP address and date stamp. All right. Now let's see here. Let's come to deleting a file. So let me clear the screen. And if you do ls-l and you want to delete something called file1, right? So how do you delete the file1? The command is remove, and the short command is rm, remove, and we add the switch here, rm-rf. Rf stands for remove recursively and force. So what we're gonna do is we'll remove file1 and hit enter. So when we run this command, that specific file is gone. Remove file. Okay, so if I clear the screen, if I do ls-l and hit enter, and over here you don't see file1. Okay, good. What if you want to delete anything that starts with file1? Can somebody take a wild guess? How would that work? rm-rf, and I want to delete everything starting with f. How would I do that?
F asterisk symbol.
That's great. That's a great answer. rm-rf, f and asterisk, and you hit enter. Anything starting with rf is all gone, and there is no way in the world you could bring it back here. There is no recycle bin, okay, in Linux. Like in Windows, if you delete something, there may be a chance to grab it from recycle bin. With Linux, there is no I should make a note here. There is no bin. There is no recycle bin. So delete responsibly. All right, so when you do that, I'm gonna do ls-l now, and obviously you see all the files starting with f and you don't see any file starting with f. What if you want to delete everything in that folder? What if you want to delete everything in the folder? How would you do that?
folder and directory is same, right?
Yeah. No, I'm not
It won't
deleting the
be.
directory. What I'm deleting is what you see in here. How would I delete
Oh,
everything you see in there?
RM, RM slash RF, and then slash A maybe.
No. So what you're gonna do is RM hyphen RF, just the asterisk. When you do asterisk, that means everything. We add F and asterisk. That means anything's matching asterisk. But if you just do asterisk, everything. That means matching everything. It doesn't care a specific file name or anything. It's gonna delete everything in here. So you got to be very careful. This is very dangerous command. If you do
Yeah.
ls-l, there is nothing. Everything is gone. So this is a very dangerous command. You use it carefully. If you end up deleting a very wrong file or directory, then it may create some problem. All right, so we deleted and we came. Any questions so far? Okay, no questions. So I'm gonna clear the screen. All right. So next command we're gonna do is we just did a regular ls hyphen l, and it says there are total number of 0 files or directory in there. Okay, what if I do? So in Linux system there are some hidden files in there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do ls hyphen la. I'm gonna add a hyphen a. Now you see there are some hidden files in there. In fact, there are a lot of hidden files. I'm gonna clear this. I'm gonna do ls hyphen la, and if you take a notice here, what is happening here is, look closely here. Even though we did a regular LSF and L, there is no information showing up here. Now, when we did LSF and LA, is showing you 56 items, and these are hidden here. So right now, any file that has a little period starting with it is considered a hidden file. So a file itself starts with a period is hidden file. Okay, so on your screen, it may not look like exactly my screen, but you guys do see some hidden files in there, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So what is going to happen now is, let me get out of this. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I want to create a hidden file for myself. So these are the system generated hidden files, okay? So if you do -a switch, show you all the files including hidden files and a hidden file and folder starts with a dot, okay? Dot or period. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is uh, let's see here. So if I do regular ls-l, nothing is showing up here, right? Now I want to create a file, a hidden file for myself. So what I'm gonna do is touch period and I'm gonna give it a file name z zmpt01. And if I do ls-l, I'm not going to see anything. If I do ls-la, it's going to bring up everything, hidden files, all the files including hidden files, and it brought up our file too. Any questions regarding a hidden file? All right. I think you guys are getting it, right? Please speak up if you are like need a question or you're behind. Stop me, okay? All right. Similarly, you could create multiple hidden files. Touch dot zmpt02 dot zmpt03 dot zmpt04, and if you do a regular ls-l, nothing is there. If you do ls-la, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do period and z, and I'm going to do asterisk. So what it's going to do is it is bringing, what is happening here? Can somebody tell me? Usman?
Yes, sir.
what is happening in this command?
Well, it's bringing out the what do you call it? What do you call it? This the asterisk command help bring out whatever that starts with Z.
Very good. And what else is happening?
And those are hidden files.
Very good, very good. Very good, man. You're doing really good.
Thank
And Sufyan, you got it too, right? What is actually happening here? So,
Yeah.
all right. So with this command will bring up the hidden files, and this command we created the hidden files. All right. So now let's see here. Moving on, let's make a directory this time. Making a directory or folder. Making a directory or a folder, okay. So the command to make a direct, if you do regular ls-l, there is nothing in there. There is not even a directory in there. So the command to make a directory is mkdir, okay, and the name of the directory. So I'm gonna create a directory named Dallas, or where are you, Usman? Alpharetta, right? Let me do Atlanta, and I'll hit enter. And how do I see the file in this directory? How do I see what's in there? How do I see what I just created?
you. LS.
There you go. And LSF and L if you want to see a lot of information about that. Now, what you got to do is you got to be, what you have to do is you have to see,
Change directory.
yeah, I'm coming there in a minute here. What I want to do is, all right. So here you have, now you see our directory is in a little bit color. Is that right? And if you see here, it starts with D. You see a little directory. That means when you see a little D here, that means it start with a directory. Okay. So let me take a screenshot. Another 10 minutes will be done for the day, and then what I'll do is I'll upload the recording and all that today. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is the next command is I'm gonna explain you something in here. Uh, let's do cd command. Okay, so when you do cd, and let me clear this, cd Atlanta and hit enter. When you do ls-l, what do you see in there? Nothing. Now if I do ls-la, there are still system generated direct. What are these? Can somebody tell me? What is this? It doesn't have a name starting with it. That means there are two hidden directories already in there. So what I'm gonna say here, there's a concept in here is called single directory with period is present working directory, PWD. And you have something like this, double period means previous working directory. All right, so now I did a cd to change directory, right? And now this is also what will happen here. If I do cd dot dot, I could change the directory, right? But what is cd? uh, Two dots is what do you, when you look at it here, what does this two dots is represented as? There are two dots here, right? But what kind of file is this? Is this a file or a directory?
Directory.
Very good. How do you know it's directory? Because you see a little d here. And a period is a directory also. That's the interesting thing here now. When you type cd dot dot, what does previous working directory means? So what directory we were in to begin with?
We were in a home directory,
Very good.
and then we moved to Atlanta directory.
When we go
The double period will put us back to the home directory. If
very
I'm
good,
correct.
very good. And if you do pwd here, that means you are in a home directory. So now there is a command called tree, tree. what we'll say is the tree command will show you period means present working directory. From present working directory, there is another directory inside present working directory called Atlanta. Now, if I go back to CD Atlanta again, if I do ls-la, what if I do CD and a period? Where will I go when I do that?
You stay in the same place.
Very good. Very
That's the
good.
current working directory.
Very good. You're actually changing it, but you're coming back into the same place. All right. So hopefully you got this here. It actually it goes back to the directory. It goes back to the parent directory of the present directory. In Atlanta, let's create one more folder, mkdir alpharetta. Okay. And here, I when you type cd, it brings you back to your home directory no matter what. Simply typing cd brings you back to your home directory. So what is happening is simply typing cd brings you back to the home directory. Now here I'm going to create mkdir Chicago. Alright, now here I'm going to type tree command. So now you could see visually, here you could visually see the folders in each directory. So what you're seeing here is tree command. You can visually see the folders under present working directory. So starting from present working directory, you have Atlanta. In Atlanta, you have Alpharetta. And then also the same level as Atlanta, you have Chicago. There you go. All right, so we're gonna stop here, and then we'll pick it up where we left off next week. Okay, so you will have all this uploaded onto the website. I'll fix the website today, and then I'll upload the recording also. All right, from the website you will have the link to the recording, and you could go and start. You should be there though. I don't know why it's down. Let me remove this.
So we have class only on Saturdays.
Yeah, Saturdays only. That's it.
Okay.